All right, guys, welcome back. We're here on stage 8 or issue 8 of Build the Knightrider car. Check it out, guys. It's from Fan Home, so bear with me. Got a little tasty beverage while we go ahead and do this. It's past 5 o'clock here, so since it's past 5 o'clock, I figure a little drink from home, made it here. Hallelujah. So I'm celebrating. And it's December, so it's a gifting month for me. Anyway, little gift from home. Anyway, so here we go, right? So we got issue 8. This is what's gonna be inside the magazine. Outstanding, right? Look at that. Boom. Little scenes from the show there. All right. More images from the dashboard, which we kind of tried to emulate and try to make it a little bit better. A few scenes again. And some more scenes. I like this, that it says Go Army on it. It's kind of cool from that old episode there. It's not too bad, all right? But I like how it says Go Army. You know, of course, the Army won this year's game again. So Go Army beat Navy. All right. So there it is. And here is the meat and potatoes. These are everything that we will be doing here in this issue, at least. We will be in this video covering issues 8 and 9. I've decided to go with even numbers for this build from here on out because I started looking at everything that we're going to be doing, and holy moly, there's a lot coming. So I figured two magazines a video, and instead of having you guys sitting here for a whole hour trying to watch me build this thing, okay, I figured giving it to you guys in segments would be a whole lot nicer. So here's the meat and potatoes of what we're going to do. So without further ado, let's get this out the way. Start building up all this stuff. All right, so real quick, it was brought to my attention. It took me a while to figure out which one he was talking about because I had to go back to my Ghostbuster model, and I thought that's what he was talking about, but I think he was talking about these. He helped me to notice that these were actually on backwards in our last little video when we were doing these items. So I was able to figure it out. I remembered that I guess I forgot to put the R with the R and the L with the L, so these now are in the correct location. That'll explain the answer to my question that I had of how this was really tight. He mentioned in there that the shock absorbers would be unable to hold the pressure because I had them on wrong. I forgot the exact words on his thing, but he made me take a step back and look at both models that I had, both the Ecto one and this one, and I come to find out it was this one that he was meaning. So because he was watching the Ecto one when it came out, I guess. So, and he made a observation. So thank you very much out there for him. He's also a pretty good channel if you ever get a chance. He's going in doing some really great work on his channel. So for him out there, you keep up the good work too, man, and I'll keep watching his stuff. You know, it's good to see that other people are out there watching my stuff that have their own channels and give me little pointers. I will thank you very much for that. So moving on, we're going to go back to the task at hand here. I just wanted to make a little shout out to him and let him know that I did find the mistake and I did correct it. So without further ado, let's get back on task at hand here. Okay, so welcome back to the bench here, guys. I have all the parts for issue 8, and so what we're going to do here is we're going to start putting it all together. So putting it all together, this is what it happens, is we're going to put in step 1. Step 1 are these two pieces. Now, once again, I'm going to reiterate, if it has an L or an R, you better keep it with the L and an R. Because even though they will go on to the parts that you want, but it's going to be a pain in the neck, and then you're going to realize you're doing something wrong, and you know, and whatnot. So make sure you keep it L and R. All right, you have R here and L here. Make sure, or this is the left side, this is the right side. So, you know, we would put one here, one over here. Right, so we did that. I did not use any oil, by the way, even even though some do. But if you can, World of Wayne has a little website, and they allow you to get some oil for these metal parts. However, I'm not using the metal. So check this out. I put the screws in there. These are KM screws. I put them in, and I made sure that they were tight, because if you don't put them in all the way, they start to wiggle, and we don't need no wiggling parts. So without further ado, let's start up with step 2. Step 2 will require these two pieces, so I'm going to go ahead and this piece will go here, and then this piece is slotted to go right on top. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, oops, sorry, wrong side. This is the left side, so had it backwards again, but thank God I caught it. Alrighty, so we're going to put it in just like so. And then I'm going to get my my screws here. These are going to be the JM screws. They're a little longer screws. They're not as long as the IM screws, but it's going to be JM screws going in on this side. And then I have an IM screw that will go in on this side. So I'll go ahead and put those two screws in, and we'll show you it done. Okay, so I had to take the spring out, but now that I put the spring in, put the spring back in, and then I'm going to go like this, and that works pretty good. Okay, that works pretty good. All right, I had to do that because it made it easier for me to do all this screwing in. So I put in my JM and my IM screws, and the next one is taking 8C and 8A. 8C is, well, it's a little flat piece. Let's see here, where did it go? Okay, so 8C is going to go inside this piece, and what's going to happen is that 8C is going to line up with our tires. So I'm going to have to just kind of show you that it goes right up in there, but I'm going to pop it out for now, and I'm going to come back with our tire. Right, so back by popular demand, here's our tire, and apparently there is a little spot right here on the top of the tire that are right here. We're going to put that. So this piece is going to line up with that, and then once that lines up, then we'll be able to screw it in with a KM screw. So I'm going to grab KM screw, and I'm going to put that inside. Okay, so I was able to finish that one on step 4. So we're going to go to step 5, because this right here, this thing was a pain in the pooper, man. Like, goodness gracious. I mean, I got the wheel moving pretty easy going, okay? I got everything going. It's, oh, I just dropped that out. Don't want to lose that. So we're going to leave that there. Our next step is going to be, so step 5 is going to be creating our shocks. So what's going to happen is I'm going to put a KM screw, and it's going to go right in through here apparently. And oh, I'm sorry, it's going to go through here, and then it has to line up inside. So this is going to be quite the adventure, guys, but eventually that's where it's going to end up. But what we're going to do is we're going to put the screw through here, and then it's going to be holding in this piece. So basically it'll just be like a screw going right through there, and then we'll come back and show you it all completed. All right, guys, so I was able to get the little shock here done. Wow. I mean, that took some effort there. That took some effort. Holy moly. Okay, so now that we've completed that piece, that is gonna be going into here, and it's gonna line up with our tire. Okay, and this is where we're gonna have that issue again with it. Maybe, actually we won't. So it looks like I'll be able to screw that in with no problem. So that'll be a bonus, and it looks like it kind of works. So let's see, that's what it says we're gonna do, and we have to use a KM screw. So I'm going to go into my little KM screw thing here. I'm gonna grab one screw, put it all together, and then come back and show you guys. So there's that. I had to do a little bit of bending, but I was able to get it in there with no issues. So that was nice. Came in real nice. A little scratchy on it, but I had to really like get my fat fingers in there to get it all done. I ended up using this one to get really close in there because this one was too far out and torque wasn't working. So I ended up using this screwdriver. So our next phase, now that we've completed that, is we're going to be working on these two here, 8F and 8G, and we're going to be placing them in this area here. So we'll be placing these in here, and that should be quite the adventure. Okay, so I'm gonna get with that, which is really easy. All right, because apparently all it's saying that we're doing here is we just push them in. So that's gonna be, oh, all right, I guess it goes in no problem. So, all right, there's one, there's two. All right, so that went in without a problem. And now we're going to do this one, and this one should be about the same issue. If not, maybe we'll get lucky and it'll go in a lot easier. And there we go. All right, okay, that one did not want to go in as easy as the other one did, but that's okay. I found a way to get it in there. There it is. So just go like I did, and then it comes in nice and easy. All right, I'm just gonna push this one in because I'm not happy with that little gap, but that's okay. The gap is gone now. So now we're looking pretty snazzy here. And so we're gonna move on to step 8. And step 8, we have to bring an old piece back, and that is the 7A piece. So I'm gonna step away from the desk and go back to the little back of the shop here, grab that piece, and we're gonna bring it on back because we're gonna need it for steps 8 and 9 to complete this whole thing. Okay, so we have brought back our 7A. Now 7A, if you remember, or if you've forgotten, much like I almost did, is it's gonna have this piece attached to it. The other piece is not going to. This one is our little steering rod and all that to get the wheels turning, I guess. So this is kind of cool. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna keep this out the way. All right, and looks, I hope I did that right, because that steering rod looks a little goofy, but you know, that's what it says in here. But other than that, what we're going to do is we're going to attach this now. So when you attach it, there's two screw holes here, and then there's another one up in here that you're going to need. So if you look on the bottom here, there's no extra hole here. So I'm just going to follow the instructions, which say that I have to put it in here. And then once I put it in here, oh, this piece came loose. That's okay. All right, so now that that's there and that is there, looks like that's how that goes. I hope that's not like you gotta add glue. Let me go back, because that shouldn't be happening. Okay, so apparently that's gonna happen, so that's okay. All right, maybe you guys might want to add glue, but I'm not, at least not for this part, not yet. So I'm not gonna add glue yet, but we have to get some GM and a KM screws. So I'm gonna go ahead and prep that. Now that we have our screws lined up, I'm going to knock out the back one first, because it kind of just says you gotta do 8F with a GM, and then you gotta do the 8M or 8H with a KM. So I'm gonna just do the back side first. All right, just gonna line it right on up here. Okay, so now that we've lined it up, need an extra hand here, so we're gonna put that screw in really easy. Okay, so that has been placed in. The 2 screws are there. I will tell you, when you put those in there, you're going to need some light because, whoo-wee. Yeah, so I'm glad I did that off camera because I needed some light, like extra light to go inside here, and then I was doing a little quick tricks. But that is it, ladies and gentlemen, for this issue. So we'll be able to start cracking on step 9. But as you can see, everything is moving real easy. I even checked the suspension again this time, and it works efficiently, and it's all correct. So when it's back over on this side, it does have a little bit of spring tension. So that's pretty cool. I like that. That's awesome. So this is everything all completed. Our wheel freely moves and everything. So that's an added bonus. It's kind of hard to ride on this little carpet thing I made, but that's okay. Other than that, that's it for this issue. So let's move on to our next one. Hopefully we get to this comlink section too. But other than that, that's it for this one. Let's go on to step 9, or issue 9. All right, guys, so here's issue 9. I got my trusty little drink here for today. So this is gonna be awesome. So we have more pictures of Kit in the show. All right, more right here, more little photos. So that's cool. Mixtape song, I guess. So that's kind of cool. If you want to make your own mixed songs when you make your final stand for this model. All right. Then we got other little sayings in here. Got a lot of stuff, world of the 80s. So this is kind of cool. More behind the scenes, little pictures, screenshots, I should say, from the show. So that's cool. And of course now the meat and potatoes of what we're going to be doing. So obviously we're going to be putting down some more pieces and prepping up for a tire that's coming our way, guys. So that hopefully will be in our next iteration, or our next video. But we're going to be working on the other side now and adding all the other pieces, so that way we can add another tire on. So this will be interesting because now this time it looks like they want us to add this piece onto this instead of doing it with the tire. So I'm just going to assume they realized, uh-oh, and gave it to you the hard way, and then now they're going to give it to you the easy way, which is what I think we should have done in the beginning. But I was just following the book, as everybody knows. But same steps we just did in this video, looks like we're going to be doing once again on the other side. So this is going to be kind of a nifty little road, guys. And then we're going to have some spare parts at the end. So yeah, looks like we're going to be looking pretty good here, guys. So without further ado, let's get on the bench here and start building. Here it is. It's all completed. So as you know, we'll flip this over. And, oh, I hit it again. Son of a donkey. All right. Let's see if I can really, there you go. Clicked it into place. So be very gentle with this. Obviously, it's going to stick in here. But now the next wonderful part is to stick all this here into this side and then line it up, obviously, with our other part there with that. So I'm going to just slide it into place. And there it is. Then we're going to slide it down, and it slides right into place, folks. So now all I got to do is take another KM screw. All right. We're going to take another one, and once we knock out this KM screw, that'll be screwed in there without a problem. All right, now it's all completed and good to go. So now we have 2 little shocks. That's nifty. All right, and of course the next part, once all this is in, I have brought back our other piece. Now this one is going to be the same. We're just going to put it right over here. All right, so same thing we did last time. We're going to do the same thing on this side. And once again, I took this off just to be easy, but we're going to put it right back on. Okay, so now that it's right back on, okay, I'm going to take our piece, slide it in, okay, and then I'm going to grab the screws and start screwing them in. So basically the screws that we're going to use are a KM and a GM. So remember, GM goes here, the KM goes back. There it is, folks. We're all done with that. Outstanding, right? Everything's coming along really nice. Starting to see a little bit of a frame going on here. So that's really nifty. So of course, the difficult part again is putting the 2 screws in here. And those again are still going to be GM screws. So I'm going to grab these GM screws. There's 2 of them. So I'm going to pull them out. Go ahead, knock that out. And just so you guys could see, this is how difficult it can be. But other than that, I was able to find everything and get everything going. So that works out really good. And then I'm going to check my spring tension real quick. Yep, works good. Okay, perfect. All right, so that is it. That is everything. It's all done. The screws are in. These screws are in. Everything's done so far. We got our little shocks there and everything. We still got a tire, so hopefully in the next video we can put you with a tire on this side. That would be nice. Then we have 2 tires and we can balance this out. This is not like the Ghostbusters one where we're starting with the engine. Apparently we are starting to build a frame, so this is interesting, you know. This is a 1980s type vehicle and the Ghostbusters is from the 50s. So different thoughts, different things going on. But other than that, this has been a fun adventure so far. So I'm gonna put this to the side and we're gonna start working on our little brakes here. Okay guys, this one's really simple. So we have our piece and then we have the R. Make sure you read those very thoroughly, okay? Because we're gonna be adding these parts in. So what's gonna happen is you have this piece here, but if you flip it over, you'll see that R there. Just go ahead, put them 2 together. If you try to go the other way, you can't because there's a little thing sticking up here. All right, and as far as I know, there should be a hose going here at some point. That's if I'm right, I'm right. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But that's later on, okay? So now I have some BP screws. So we're going to go ahead and knock this out real quick. Show you this because this is a really quick get together. Okay. So these are in. Everything's good. Just remember, BP means it's going into plastic. So since it's going into plastic, you don't want to, you know, be too aggressive with this because you can only do this one time. So here it is. Okay, we have these and now we're on to step 9. Step 9, we just got to line up. There's a little rectangular opening at the top and there's a rectangular opening here. You want to make sure that both of those are lined up. Once they're lined up, you should be good to go. All right. We're gonna put that there. Gotta line them up. All right. And for some reason they're not lining up right. Oh, that's right. Okay, sorry. Went backwards. So there it is. You line them up, and it creates the disc. Remember, it's got the R on there and everything. So once they're lined up, they're gonna come out looking just like this. So you'll see it. Looks like that. It's even got the R on the back there. I don't want to cover it, but it's there. Other than that, these 2 pieces along with this, okay, are all separate pieces in themselves. However, you know that we will be putting these together with the tire once it arrives. That I hope will be coming out in our next issue of 10 and 11. So for all you folks out there, go ahead, keep an eye out. If you like what you saw, go ahead, hit the like. If you didn't, that's okay. You can always put a thumbs up. It's okay. No harm, no foul, all right? However, if you do like everything or you don't like anything and you just want to see if maybe the next video is going to get better, don't be shy. Hit that subscribe button at the bottom, and that way you get all the up-to-date information on what's going on here. For now, there will always be some constant changes to the channel. There'll always be some updates as we go along because, well, we're just starting this channel because we just built models without the camera, and now we're building it with the camera. So just bear with us as we begin our first, hopefully year-long adventure with these metal models. And if things go good, we'll start coming down into the plastic side of everything. I do have some paints. They're coming. They're coming slowly but surely. For these paints are coming, and I'm prepping them up because I eventually will be putting some plastic models on here and then some reviews of some other Star Trek items that are out there in the market today. So without further ado, I just want to let you guys know that all is good. And if you guys want, please go ahead, hit that subscribe button at the bottom, hit the like, and if you want, you can share it, whether it's to, you know, whatever you'd like. Just go ahead, share this stuff out there. It's no shame on me. I enjoy doing the model making. I think it's very fun. COVID got me back into it, so you know, I don't have COVID, but back when COVID was out, that's kind of what we were doing. And it's just starting out building models, and I realized that there's a lot out there. So I have a lot of stuff built up from 2020 that I'll be editing and posting. So you'll see a lot of older videos coming in as well. So thank you for watching, guys, and hope to hear from you soon in the comments below. Feel free to take a look around on the channel, okay? The channel's been around for a while. I've just been using it to float YouTube. So other than that, we're going to use what we have here at the shop, and we're going to try to bring you some entertainment as well. So stick around with us, and I guarantee you'll enjoy every minute of it. But don't forget, hit that subscribe so you get all that up-to-date stuff. For now, I'm going to go back to my Earl Grey tea, and, well, see you guys next time, and keep on modeling, everybody.